All right, Grant, pre-show shenanigans today. This is going to be a quick one. So last week, I think it's very well known that it snowed in New Orleans, it snowed in some of Florida, some of Alabama. Just it snowed in the South, basically, right?
Yeah, I was
Um,
seeing pictures of the Florida State students having their like first snow day, and pretty much
yeah,
every
yeah,
Florida
yeah.
State student
On
had
that
no
note,
idea what to do.
Grant, on that note, specifically that note, Grant, I have a stat line for you. Um, Tallahassee had more inches of snow this year than Florida State had wins in football.
Now, I they only had one win, correct?
Two.
Oh, they had
I think
two.
DJ. I
Oh,
think hey, balloons for
they
making it
deserve
to
that.
two wins. There
That
you
they
go.
deserve
I think
that.
DJ. I think DJ only had one win. DJ might have had no wins. I honestly couldn't tell you.
DJ? Oh,
Uguay.
Uyunglele. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you say DJ and Florida quarterback, I think
DJU.
DJ Lagway, not
Yeah. No.
Uyunglele. I
Sorry.
almost
DJU.
forgot
Yeah. No.
DJU was even there.
FSU. Yeah. Out in Tally. Yeah. 2.1 inches of snow. Two wins on the season.
Yeah, that kind of, you know what, snowing in Florida State, that sums up their entire
Honestly,
year.
they probably had as much snow as yards per pass that DJ averaged.
I'm trying no, good for DJ. Actually tripled what
Oh,
the
tripled.
snow inch yardage was.
Six.
Tripled that in yards per attempt, 6.8 yards per
Ugh.
attempt, a 53.8% completion percentage, and a phenomenal touchdown to interception ratio of 0.66. So it was a great
Hey,
year for
NFL draft
DJ.
prospect. NFL draft
I
prospect.
mean, he
Any
checks all
interested
the
NFL team?
boxes.
Yeah.
He,
Any
ch-
interested NFL teams?
if you're looking at intangibles, checks all the boxes, all of them.
Yeah. Every
Uh,
single one of them.
yeah, no, Florida State absolute dumpster fire. You know what? Real quick, Mike Norvell and his approach to I don't know, I would say replace 40 players each season with the portal. Mike Norvell, quite literally, in his last 2 years at Florida State, has shown what that does. Transfer portal. If you build your team through the portal, there is a chance you go 13-0 in regular season ACC champ play. There you can go 13-0
There is a
building
chance.
it through the portal. But at the same time, there's just as equal of a chance that you go 2-10.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
flipping
let's
a
put it this
coin.
way, Grant.
It's
If
flipping a
if they
coin.
if they got Cam Ward or
I
Will
don't think it makes
Howard.
a difference.
No,
Florida State.
I think if you get one of them, I think DJ is just that bad. I think that they'll go to a bowl game. I don't think they're going to win the ACC, but they'll
Well,
probably do better.
okay, yeah, sure. A different quarterback would help out, but that whole team was just not very good. Like even if they
No,
had
no,
Cam
they
Ward,
weren't good.
Cam Ward would be
They
a
weren't
fifth
good.
round pick if he went to
Probably.
Florida State.
I'm not saying that they would have made the playoffs. I'm not saying they would have won the ACC. I think they definitely wouldn't have made it close to that, but they would probably have made a bowl game at least gone 6-6. So
Maybe. I'm not
it's
gonna
in the cards
spend the
compared to
whole
DJ
time
you being your
crapping on
quarterback.
DJ this time though. But yeah, no, that was not what they expected. I mean, he didn't get much help from the rest. Florida State's leading rusher had 456 yards. Second highest rusher had 173 yards. Uh, yeah, I mean, there wasn't much help. There was not much help. But yeah, no, enough about Florida State. They suck. I we gave this was probably 5 minutes. Yeah, that's 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Too much time given to Florida State. If we're gonna talk about Florida State, I know this isn't directly Florida State, but I'm not sure if you saw, but Jameis Winston is now partnering with like a crab leg
Oh,
company.
I did not see that.
Oh yeah, he's going all in
Like a
into the
crab
bit.
shack.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Jameis, got to shout out Jameis, all in on some past mishaps in a younger
Crab shack.
Jameis's life. But you know what? We have moved past those. Jameis is now greatest teammate in the NFL, at least on the short list. He's in the top five greatest teammates
I
in the
think
NFL.
funniest teammate in the NFL. I don't know if you say greatest teammate. I
No,
might
no, 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 no.
say
Greatest. No,
funniest
no, no.
teammate.
Greatest teammate. The humor is part of his
Part of the
leadership
grade.
style.
Part of the grade.
Yeah. It's kind of like Kike on the Dodgers. All right. Like the humor is what reels ever like by Kike being funny, he can even talk to Gavin Lux. And he can even reach Gavin Lux. You get what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
by being that guy who can go both ways, I bet to no Freddie, Kike's making jokes. Mookie, I could see him making jokes. But like Will Smith, I could see Kike going up to him like, yo, you need to hit. You've been kind of shit recently. Like I'm getting hits. You need to start hitting the baseball.
Becomes very serious all of
No,
a
yeah,
sudden.
but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because Kike is that humor guy, when he becomes serious, everybody shuts up and listens, you know?
Possible. I don't think Jameis has that bone in his body to become serious though. So
Well, the Eat the W speech, it is funny, but he did not intend that to be funny in the slightest. Jameis was dead serious. Everything he does happens to be funny because he is a ridiculous human being. Whether on the field or off. If on the field, he'll make 5 ridiculous Superman throws and then match that with 5 awful interceptions. And you're just like, we get the full range of spectrum. He's the Mike Norvell experience in the NFL. He's either going five touchdowns, 400 yards, no picks, or he's putting up a DJU stat line, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. So yeah, you pick
you're giving him, you're giving him a touchdown. That's nice of you.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, if it was direct DJ correlation, it would be 2 Jameis touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That is DJ's touchdown to interception ratio.
True.
But we're gonna give him the DJ of the doubt, not benefit. We're gonna knock him. The lack of not benefit of doubt. The other way around. You get what I'm saying? He gets a 1 to 3 touchdown interception ratio. He actually gets knocked down. But yeah, that's gonna do the pre-show, folks. Wait, sorry, gotta pull up the episode number. Don't have that on my screen right away. Got it now. All right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Waterboy Podcast. Today is episode 289. The mic has still not cut out. That is a good start. And the Chiefs are three-peating again. I would say this is an attempt to jinx, but the last 2, maybe 3 years last 2 years, I've done the same thing. And then the Chiefs just go and win the Super Bowl after I try to jinx. So this isn't a jinx. I'm just accepting reality now. I'm going to go through my initial stages of grief now. Get that over with.
So that's your stages of grief. Here's it's a multifaceted issue right now. First of all, America is now required. I mean, there's 3 options. Okay. You cheer for the Chiefs. Gross. Cheer for the Eagles.
That's
gross.
Not an option. Cheering for the Chiefs. You're either born into it and you have to, or
or you cheer that Christopher Nolan wants to recreate the Bane scene from Dark Knight Rises and the stadium blows up. But hopefully not. But that's the alternative option. But the unfortunate thing is being serious. The America needs to cheer for the Eagles, and that actually makes me want to vomit.
Yeah, I was just thinking real quick.
Just disgusting doing that.
Real quick, because you were talking about this earlier, just saying like, no, like I would take a Packers Super Bowl way quicker than a Lions one. I cannot see them win.
Yeah.
So now, this is a question to non-Eagles NFC Beast fans. Are you rooting for the Eagles? Are you going to take part in the Eagles chants? EGLESS.
Please,
Eagles.
No chance. This is not a consensual cheering of the team. This is not consensual.
I hope you got the joke I just made there real quick of that.
Oh no, one. I did. Yeah. Okay, I did.
Good. Just making
alliteration is a it's a big issue over there.
Well, that's not alliteration. That's just being illiterate. But I do think. Well, the Eagles won one recently, and they also just lost to the Chiefs. So I think it's easier to root for the Eagles if you're a Beast fan.
think you can cheer for Saquon as an individual and Big Dom.
Oh, I'm going to say if you're Big Dom.
Anybody else?
Big Dom. We're all rooting for
anybody
Big Dom.
else. There's anybody else, you get into some gray territory cheering for the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, real quick, now that you bring up Big Dom, over the weekend I was watching a little bit of the Eagles game with my dad for a quick quick split
I'm
second.
so sorry for your loss.
Uh, yeah, but we were watching together, and my dad was like, "Who the hell is that guy?" And I'm like, "Big Dom, Dad. You don't know Big Dom?" And he's like, "Who is that guy?"
Yeah, how
And
would you describe Big Dom?
I tried to explain the lore of Big Dom, and then I realized, like, if you aren't on Twitter, good
It's
luck trying to
impossible. Yeah,
understand
yeah.
Big Dom, because there are so many things to
There's
go.
it's like an onion. There's layers.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
layers to Big
I
Dom.
started off like trying to explain the other week the Eagles fan who got kicked out, which is a debate in its own right, whether that Eagles fan was going there to start fights or not. But I was trying to explain to my dad, well, Big Dom personally found the person responsible and personally banned that fan for life from the link.
Yeah, that
And
alone
while
deserves
I
Big Dom
was,
some
yeah,
flowers.
but while I was explaining that story, I realized I'm way too I'm in too deep. We are way too deep into the Big Dom lore.
Yeah, you
That
got to pull out. It's like
we can't.
Inception.
Yeah.
We got to reel you back
No,
out
we
of
have
the
to
dream
we have to
sequence. We
disconnect.
have to
Take me
get
out.
you out of there.
Yeah, unplug me. Get the little brain sensors. Take that off. Get me out of the computer.
Yeah.
Inception. But yeah, no, I just realized Big Dom. It's going to be 30 years from now. We're going to be scrolling through whatever Twitter is in 30 years, and someone's just going to drop a Big Dom meme, and it might go quadruple platinum. It might go. It might have 4 million likes. Whoever drops that, I might need to set a reminder.
You might have to have a reminder
Remind
set
me
for
in 30
years.
Yeah. Tweet out the Big Dom GIF.
Just
but yeah,
rewatch this episode in 28 years. That would be even better. But
yeah, we do need to all root for the Eagles as a collective fandom.
Yeah, as a collective nation. Unfortunate.
We can't let the Chiefs three.
Yeah, but they will. They will.
If I accepted
anything,
that they were
we learned
in the preseason. All right.
If we learned anything over the playoff weeks, it is that Roger Goodell will do anything in his power to make sure that the Chiefs win a football game.
No, they're not even trying to hide it.
It also doesn't help that the Kirk Cousins curse still lives, Grant. Like it, I mean,
and it's for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the visor curse as well is still alive and well.
Yeah. Well, the Josh Allen, when you brought up that hair point.
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
No, that qualifies. That qualifies as long hair for
There's
Joshua.
There's a reason why Joe Burrow is the only quarterback besides Tom Brady to have beaten Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs to go to the Super Bowl. 1, no visor. 2, no long hair. That sounds very similar to Tom Brady.
And he did have a Jamar Chase.
He did, but Tom Brady also had, I guess, Gronk. But I mean, Patrick Mahomes had a Kelsey.
Long hair Brady had a Randy Moss.
True, but it wasn't long hair Brady that won the Super Bowl, and also wasn't long hair Brady who played Mahomes. That was more the point. It's beat Mahomes. Okay. It was not none of the quarterbacks that have beaten Mahomes have had long hair or visor. Keep in mind, Lamar Jackson visor. So,
no, yeah, you can go down like Jane Daniels. He wears a visor. Like you can just cross so many guys out. Yeah, no, I just realized like Herbert. By the way, keep that buzz cut for life.
I am just waiting now for
JJ needs to cut that shit off today.
He did. He already cut it. Good.
He already cut it.
Yeah.
Good.
No. The problem was solved. I think he heard
Kevin
the episode.
O'Connell, out of any coach, I know Kevin O'Connell would like buy into those superstitions and like force his quarterback. No hair, no
short hair. Well, JJ wears a visor, but yeah.
He will not be.
He will not be having it next.
He may have done it for the preseason last year. It was okay in the preseason. Not be anymore.
JJ is that drippy kind of quarterback vibe, though. That's the problem. That is the one negative.
Well, yeah, every quarterback now that's getting drafted, they're all, other than Drake May, every quarterback being drafted right now.
Pro Bowl quarterback, by the way.
Their concerns, though, is
the drip. There's a lot of concerns.
I want to make this point clear, though. There are a couple of positions where I know those players prioritize drip over anything else pregame. But those players need to. If you're a wide receiver, if you're a corner, you need to be prioritizing drip.
You know who we need,
because you need to look good.
Start prioritizing drip. You know who needs to start prioritizing drip?
Terry McLaurin.
He's got at least an arm sleeve. No, kickers. We need the kickers to start getting dripped out a little bit.
Okay, now when you bring up specifically place kickers is what you were
Yes,
mentioning. Now you just
specifically place
reminded me
kickers.
of Brad Wing, punt god legend, who used to be one of the drippiest punters in the history of the Southeastern Conference. But yeah, no, Marquette King. Marquette King. I don't exactly remember his drip, but I
He had
associate
an
him
arm
with
sleeve
drippy
and
kickers
some
because
leg
he would
sleeves.
dance with the flag whenever he got
Yeah,
roughing the punter. So because of
yeah,
that, by
that
nature,
counts. But
the
like,
flag is part of his drip.
I want to see kickers start trotting out there. You've got like the eye black, and I'm not talking just lines. I'm talking like war paint eye black going on out there. I want an arm sleeve on one
Oh,
of
you're
them, a
talking a
leg
little
sleeve on the
Frankie
other leg.
Luvu action.
Oh yeah,
What he
we're
was
gonna get
refing.
there by the. We're getting to
Oh yeah.
Frankie in a minute too.
Oh,
By the way, we're
Frankie
getting to
Luvu's
Frankie.
getting a solid 3 minutes on his
Yeah,
own.
no, at least 3 minutes. We're getting to Frankie, but no, I want that. I want the Frankie Luvu war paint. I want that smoke visor. All right,
Oh,
not
actually, you have a choice. You could do the Frankie Luvu war paint, or you do the eye tape, and on the eye tape, you pull a Ryan Williams, and it says "kill everybody" on the eye
oh,
tape.
you're
So
but you're
those are
talking
your
you're taking
options.
the eyes and nose tape.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
singular
Sorry.
strip.
Yeah, the whole.
Yeah,
Yes,
the whole thing.
yes.
That also
Sorry.
works.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that also works. I
But if you
want
do that, I need a message. NFL, they're allowed to write a message on there, right?
mm,
They low key
maybe
might not be in the NFL.
maybe
Like in
Bible
college, they let them.
verses. Maybe
That I
Bible
think that's
verses.
it. I think it's only Bible
I think it
because
has to be a positive
yeah,
message.
I haven't seen I can't think of a NFL
I
player
feel
who
like
had to
if
kill everybody.
I feel like
So
if you can have like the undershirt have a message on it that sometimes they pull up when they do touchdowns or whatever, you could probably have the message
yeah,
on your eye black, but it has to be within a certain jurisdiction.
yeah. Well, I when you bring that up, I'm just thinking like in uh like European soccer, like you can't have like eye black, and so all the players when they want to make some statement, whether it's like extend me or free me or like please let me go to Real Madrid, like they'll just write it on the
Yeah.
shirt after they
Yeah.
score. But I love that all those players they will eat that yellow card for excessive celebration like it's nothing, and the manager will literally not say a peep to them for getting the yellow card. They're like, nah, you scored that goal, I don't
You're
care.
good.
You
Yeah.
could you could do
No,
whatever
but
the hell you want.
I want kickers. I want arm sleeve one side, glove on the other side. I want a leg sleeve.
Okay,
I
while we're
want
also at it, can we get long snappers some drip too? While we're at it,
I want that. Can we get the Gronk brace on some of them? I want the Gronk
on a
brace
long
on some of them.
snapper,
Yeah, I want a Gronk brace on some of them. I don't
that
know
might
how that might
really
affect.
mess up the snap.
I don't know
Not
how
gonna
that would
lie.
affect the
It might
snap, but
really mess it up.
visually, I might have to
Yeah, but we're
consult
not
my
here
long
for
snapper.
performance.
I
We
might
are
have
only
to
here for
consult
drip.
with my long snapper.
Oh yeah.
But which I
Oh
can
yeah.
do. I might
Uh,
have to ask him some questions.
One thing, and I think you'll agree with me on though, for the rest of time, uh,
You know
only
what?
linemen in their first, okay, only offensive tackles in their first 3 years in the NFL are allowed to wear long sleeves if it's cold. If you're an interior lineman, you are never allowed to wear
Okay,
sleeves.
interior. I was gonna say
Guard
Darsa
and
does
center.
use
Guards and
exterior.
centers,
Yes.
you are not
Yes.
allowed to wear
No.
any type of sleeve
No.
at all. If
No.
you're a tackle, you're allowed. Okay, year one, you can't. Year two, it's fine. Year three and four, no. Year five, six plus, you can, but only if you're Trent Williams status, the drippiest
Okay.
tackle in all of football.
Okay,
But
that works.
only if
That's
you have
fair.
reached that echelon are you allowed to put the sleeves back on.
That's fair. And if you're from a warm or if you already play
If you are
outside,
from any cold air,
no,
like
I
Joe
think if you're
Alt is never allowed to even look at sleeves in his life because he's
I
from
was gonna
the
say
north.
I was gonna say if you play like if you're like a Packers tackle, you can never wear long. Never allowed to wear long
Never,
sleeves. Never allowed to wear long
never.
sleeves.
Buffalo as well.
Um,
Never. I'm pretty sure. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure. Dion
I'm pretty sure
Dawkins
that
proudly
yeah,
reps
I think he
the
does. But
long sleeve.
hey, he gets
He's allowed to.
he's allowed to. He has
He
there's
low
a couple
key
gray
is the
areas.
funniest player in the NFL. Dion Dawkins. He is the funniest player in the
But
NFL.
yeah, no, I was just gonna say long snappers. Just let's get them the smoke tinted visor and let's get those taped fingers going.
Now, I
those
don't
taped
know
fingers.
the NFL rule, but I know in college, smoke visors are banned unless you have some prescription.
No, you can.
I
wear
don't
smoke
know in the
visors
NFL.
The only thing in the NFL you can't wear is like the custom painted visors, like the ones you see Odell wearing all the time with the Jokers
With the
and stuff.
Joker.
Yeah, you
I
can't
love
wear
how
that
that's
in season.
immediately, we both knew
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but Chiefs are three-peating again. There's no point of even
Yeah.
thinking about the
I mean,
Super
look,
Bowl too much. But yeah,
I wanna get into. Well, we will get to our yearly Water Boy Gatorade bath color though. That's coming up.
oh, that's we
It's
need to
coming
spend
up,
another
but
weekend of
we have to
analysis.
investigate that. Yeah.
We can't even
Um.
begin discussing the Gatorade watercolor until after the flag football events at the Pro Bowl.
Still, always hedging your bets plus 600 whatever on water. Always, hey, sprinkle it. We sprinkle that. We
Oh no,
always
no.
sprinkle water.
Out
We
of
always sprinkle
respect,
water.
out of respect for you, I will be throwing on Gatorade color the rest of my life, whatever you tell me. And if it's wrong, all my negative energy will be directed towards you, regardless if my larger Super Bowl bet hits or not.
What if it's the weekend?
Nothing
What
can
if it's
nothing can ever top the bottomless pit in the middle of my body when the weekend did not open his set with Can't Feel My Face. Weekend, I thought I wanted to not feel my face with that opening song. Instead, I couldn't feel my body. Okay. So
what are you with Starboy, right?
Weekend. Yeah. Which is my least favorite weekend song ever. It is also objectively the worst weekend song, just objectively. Yeah. If you're just gonna go at all his hits, that is the worst of over a billion.
Kendrick will start with Not Like Us, so I mean, there's at least that. But yeah, I
think they should also just have like the Dodgers be like Dave Roberts should be like a dancer for Kendrick's Super Bowl performance. Just let him do it.
I don't know how many people want to see that. Maybe it was Kike or
well, I'm going off of the parade celebration when he was twerking on Ice Cube.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that one. Wait, I saw Kike and Banda.
Didn't pick up on that as in you're aware that occurred?
No, that I was not aware that it occurred.
Well, boy, I don't want to put us on a tangent, but your homework tonight, Everett, is you could type in Twitter, Dave Roberts twerk. It will pop up right away.
It'll come up.
It will pop up
right away. That's my manager. That's my manager.
That's my ball club coach. All right. That's my skip.
That's my skipper. That's my skipper.
But yeah, NFL. Other than Chiefs news, I guess we got some coordinator moves.
We got Frankie.
We got
failure.
Frankie. DC of the Cowboys. Yeah, no,
we got to go to Frankie.
Okay,
I mean, look, here's the thing. Not even just Frankie. That's funny. We'll get into that. That's
what Frankie
funny.
Luvu did was funny.
It was really fun. And you could see it was like the Key and Peele skit, like 1, 2. The refs sitting there.
Was it JMO?
It was last J-Mo.
Week.
It was JMO.
Of course, it was JMO.
But that's what it reminded. No. But that's what it reminded me with, because every single time you could see him lining up like ready to go. He was ready to go. But obviously,
Cam Chancellor impression.
Obviously, Troy Polamalu. Obviously,
Harrison Smith. Sorry, just had to throw that in there.
The biggest takeaway from it wasn't that it was funny. It was that the refs legitimately threatened to award a touchdown to nobody.
Oh, no, that's what I need to discuss. Okay.
Yeah, because it's going to happen in the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs are going to win off that touchdown.
Okay. I just realized this. Okay, I'm now thinking about this a little bit more. It's going to get reversed for the Chiefs. It's going to like Eagles. If you tush push again and the Chiefs jump over the snap, it's an automatic Chiefs touchdown and they gain possession of the ball. It'll be like that. Like Eagles, if the Chiefs false start again, they get a touchdown. I've never heard of that in my life. The refs quite literally awarding a team a touchdown. From the Eagles sign, once you're on the, 2-inch line, just run the one time they actually ran at the end, every single lineman's ankles were in the end zone. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to false start 15 or go on 18 times in a row. They were going to get it anyway.
You were legitimately on the half. That's just being greedy.
No, literally, I think the Eagles just wanted to see how much they could get away with doing it. Because hey, all right, real quick, I was under the impression that after the Reggie Bush push in like 2005, that there you weren't allowed to push a player into the end zone. I
That's what
thought
we
that
all
was the
thought.
rule.
That's what we
I
all thought.
I thought that was the rule. I remember one time I was playing Pop Warner football and we actually got a flag on us for pushing our running back into the end zone. So it used to exist. It is fantasy football, Jalen Hurts rushing touchdowns, the reasons that they let it happen. That's my only explanation.
They're making money off of the
Big
bets,
fantasy
probably.
football. That's my only explanation. Big fantasy.
Also, like the only reason it works for them is just because Jalen Hurts is so big. But it's also, I swear to God,
I'm not saying it's Jalen Hurts, dude. Landon Dickerson,
you think that that's why?
bro. Landon Dickerson moves the nose guard 3 feet.
I also do think
or
it
3
helps
yards.
when they don't blow the play dead for a solid 45 seconds.
Yeah. It is very
So then you get the second push in there. It's not the first push that typically gets them. It's the second.
You know what?
Push.
That's actually to be honest, it's forward progress in my eyes. What actually like makes it stupid.
Yeah,
that legitimately the refs need to be on the whistle a lot quicker. Like the second Jalen Hurts gets stalemated, blow the whistle, plays dead.
Yeah, I mean, here's the general
progress.
Here's the general thing. Also, just regarding the Super Bowl, Grant. It's not just the fact that it's Eagles Chiefs. It's the fact that I'm about to have Eagles and Chiefs fans descend on my city for up to a full week.
Oh, it's in Minnesota. Oh no, it's in New Orleans. Oh yeah. Oh yikes. Everett.
I'm not having a fun time. It's Ralph's from The Simpsons. I'm scared.
Oh, you're in danger.
I'm in danger. Yeah.
No, you're not gonna have
what's
a good
going
time.
on right now.
As the great Mr. Mackey once said, you're not gonna have a good time. So that's going to be difficult for you. I think you'll get over it though. But
we'll
Frankie
Luvu, I don't know.
with his tush push. Jaden Daniels. I want to personally thank Jaden Daniels for saving Terry McLaurin. Thank you, Jaden Daniels. Terry is the new Michael Thomas slant god. If it's third and short, Terry slant first down. So thank you, Jaden Daniels. I would rather Terry McLaurin be called slant god and at least be elite one route.
I mean, also
rather than no routes with.
Let's just also note this: most of the points that the Eagles got were garbage time. Like, yeah, they won by 30, but a lot of that was garbage time points.
Yeah.
And the second thing is really hard to win as a quarterback when you have a special teams fumble, a receiver fumble, and then he technically threw a pick, but like that was a BS pick. Like the pick.
Yeah, I mean, that was the one thing about Washington, though, is their first 2 games against the Eagles. They were down double digits both times going into the second half. I believe the Eagles won the turnover battle in both games by 2+ turnovers, yet they were both 1-score games in the regular season. Obviously, it didn't happen last round, but even as that game was going on, my bigger thought was I don't see the Eagles just going for the kill shot. Like, I didn't think the Eagles would keep piling on points at the end because in the past, they'll get out open to a really big lead and then they go third quarter Ohio State against Notre Dame and just run, punt, run, punt. That's what they were doing regular season. But I guess the Eagles have that kill switch in them. But I mean, there's no way that the Eagles are up double digits on the Chiefs in the second half. There's no way. In the first half,
if they are, the refs will go offsides, Eagles, touchdown awarded Chiefs. Yeah. False start, Eagles, touchdown awarded Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, literally before the Chiefs Mahomes run, the one team that the NFL gave the whistle to over them was the Tom Brady Patriots. D Ford lining up offsides. You're still a criminal for that, D Ford. Even though I hate the Chiefs, you're still a criminal.
At least Tom Brady would get pile drived into the ground and the referees would not flag him on that. So Mahomes has literally
that actually is one thing. I think Brady was actually saying that on a broadcast recently where he was just like, he was Brady was allowed to get killed. And like Brady would also like say countless times, like, yeah, if I threw a post, like in 2010, if I threw a post to Wes Welker over the middle where he's knocked out for the game because he's getting headhunted over the middle. So like, it's just a different era of football
Yeah,
that we're in now.
maybe. I mean, hey, maybe it's a good thing Sean Payton is in your guys' division because maybe he'll institute Bounty Gate again, and maybe that'll lighten Roger up a
I
little
mean,
bit. I
on a
say that
tier,
jokingly, by the way.
okay.
We're not actually trying to pay players to
I
hurt
actually
people.
don't
We're
think it's
joking,
up.
but
I
yeah,
don't think it's up for debate at all anymore. The AFC Best has the funniest collection of head coaches. Okay. You have Harbaugh, Pete Carroll beef. All right. It's back, folks. That is back. You have Sean Payton on the Broncos, who wanted to go to the Chargers. And then you have Bundle Ruski just about to go three-peat. All right. So that is the most entertaining
also,
four
you know
head
what?
coaches you could have.
We should ask this: if Bonaruski gets a three-peat, is he
He is.
retiring?
No. I think Bundle Ruski. Well, real
Or is he
quick,
having a heart attack after eating In and
can
Out
you
after the
check
game?
real quick Bundle Ruski's age? I want to say like 61, 62, 63. Early 60s would be my guess.
He is guess. I want a solid number. Typically
62.
the roles are reversed. Typically you're asking me. Um he is 66, Grant.
Okay. Yeah, he can go for another at least another 4 seasons after this.
Pete Carroll for reference 73.
Yeah, no, that one genuinely stunned me when I was genuinely jaw on the floor. I thought he was done. I
I did too.
I thought, yeah,
Yeah.
I like, because correct me if I'm wrong, he stepped down from head coach of the Seahawks to become some
I think he was asked
executive role.
to I think
Oh,
he
it
was
could have been
asked
that. It could have been that. It
to
could have been that.
leave.
Okay. It could have been that. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just still shocked that he's back. And I mean, just knowing that though, like that's the only thing that makes the
I
Raiders
mean,
scary
look, I'll
as a
be honest.
Chargers fan, because
I
Harbaugh
don't
has
think
that Pete Carroll thing.
I don't think that the Raiders are going to be competing anytime
No, no,
soon, but
no,
I
no.
do
But
think
they're
I
gonna
think
split
that
with us next year.
I think this general thing is Pete Carroll's job is he's not expected
Oh
to
yeah,
win a Super Bowl, not expected to make the playoffs. His job is to
is to
build a
just
team
rewrite
and
the ship.
then just to fix it, and then he's going to retire, and then they're going to bring in this new guy,
Yeah,
whoever it is, and
yeah,
it'll be good.
100%. Yeah, that's the strat. I
Yeah,
will say though, just seeing Joe Brady staying in Buffalo,
yeah. If I
Cliff
were you,
staying in Washington.
I'd be a little concerned that
No, that's
Tom
what I'm saying.
Brady's long term plan is
Yeah,
Joe Brady come on
it's
down
gonna be
to
that.
Las Vegas.
It's definitely 100% going to be Joe Brady to Vegas, like that, or they will. I don't know. The who knows? Maybe. Well, Bobby Slowick. I don't know where he's going to end up. I don't think he'll get a
He
head coaching job.
well,
With
he just
how.
got fired,
No, I know.
so
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Hey,
Salah.
if Chip Kelly does end up taking the Houston Texans OC job, I will take Bobby Slowick as Ohio State OC. I'll do that trade.
Yeah.
I will do that trade. Yes. Okay. Real quick, while we're on the topic, college football, just real quick. A lot of Michigan stuff is coming out today. Okay. And I want to spend a lot of time trolling Michigan today, but I'm not going to, because nothing new really came out today. The only like new piece confirmed, they confirmed Connor Stallions was on the Central Michigan sideline, but anyone with eyes verified that, I don't know, 2 years ago, Everett. So that's not like a groundbreaking thing. We all saw him on the sideline, but more so, it is confirmed that Sharon Moore, Jesse Minter, and at least two other assistants were well aware of the cheating operation. And obviously they were aware. Why would Jesse Minter allow a recruiting GA to be in his ear, like helping him make play call decisions against Ohio State if he didn't trust him? Why would he have the recruiting GA helping him call plays? I mean, you guys make that make sense for me, because if you're a Michigan fan operating under the impression that the coaches weren't aware, then I need you to explain that to me because Stallions was a recruiting GA. But also Jim Knowles. Jim Knowles has left Ohio State and joined Penn State. Now, Jim Knowles' PR team is doing, I would actually say, an 11-star PR, I guess, session or PR revival. His camp has made it seem official that Penn State offered him the largest contract. I know for
Was
fact
he
that is
technically a
incorrect.
free agent? Was his contract up? Like how did like I was confused. I thought he
I
got poached.
well, I think technically, yeah, but I mean, OCs and DCs, there's no such thing. Like
I
they,
mean, I always, it's just to me, it feels like Ohio State's just the top of that ladder. So the only reason you would leave to do a lateral, if not lower job, is if you got poached, unless your contract was just up
well,
and you
even if his
didn't invest
contract was
back.
up, like Ohio State would have extended him, and I know Ohio State offered him 3.5 million per year over 3 seasons. He would have been the highest paid defensive coordinator on planet Earth. He accepted Penn State 3.1 per year over 3 years. So he would have actually got 1.2 million more dollars if he stayed at Ohio State, but chose to go to Penn State. Now he's from Pennsylvania. Fun fact of the day, he went to Kyle McCord and Marv's high school. So Jim Knowles has Pennsylvania roots. There was rumors going around that weeks ago, actually, like before the Texas Ohio State game, that Jim Knowles was going to Oklahoma.
I
Now
did
that
see that. Yeah.
truly makes no sense because odds are Brent Venables is going to get canned after next season. And unless Jim Knowles wants to be Oklahoma head coach, I don't know why
Yeah,
he
I
would
mean, that's
go to
not
a
not a terrible.
no, yeah, but I'm just like if he just stayed at Ohio State, did a great job as DC, he would probably still get that Oklahoma head coach offer next year. I would guess. I don't know. I would guess though. But yeah, that was a rumor. Oklahoma. Then it turns out it is Penn State. He would have now. Okay, the reports are technically true when they say he's getting a pay increase going to Penn State. Last year's salary, he's making more next year at Penn State than he
Yeah.
was last year at Ohio
Yeah.
State. But Ohio State did offer him more than Penn State to stay, and he said no. But I will say this: no, as of right now, I haven't exactly digested the whole thing. I'm still celebrating winning a national championship. But yeah, Jim Knowles, as of right now, you're not dead to me yet. If your sister tweets a couple of more idiotic things on Twitter over the next couple of weeks, that may change. But to now, you are not dead, not dead to me. You're still him Knowles. And you know what? He won a national championship, so I'm not gonna spend too much time crapping on him.
Yeah. Um. Okay, I wanna go back to the NFL, Grant. I've got a little fun a segment for us that I kind of planned up today. I don't know exactly if you had anything else for college football before I
No,
move this
that's that.
direction.
Yeah, that was kind of it.
Um, so we've obviously seen kind of who the award nominees are for all these like MVP, if it's a rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year, MVP, most improved player, comeback, whatever. We kind of talked about those before. Grant, I know we have Waterboy Awards, but this is not one of the Waterboy Awards. So I want us today to brainstorm together and go through this. Grant, we have the most valuable player. I want to go through who the least valuable NFL player this season was, Grant, among starters. Just off the dome. Will Levis, Deshaun Watson.
It's Deshaun. It's Deshaun.
Automatic winner.
Yeah,
Automatic
no, it is
game
Deshaun
ender.
Watson. Yeah, no, it is. It has to be him.
Does Von Miller count for eviscerating the
Von Miller
entire
was
defense?
Von Miller was
I mean,
I.
but his contract did kill
No,
the
I know, but
entirety of the defense.
true, but he was I. Deshaun kills the Browns off the field and also on the field with his play. So yeah, no, it is Deshaun Watson. It is Deshaun Watson.
I'm just trying to think of other players. Like, I mean, Kirk Cousins, maybe he's in there. Maybe he's in there.
Oh, yes.
Will
Kirk's
Levis?
shortlist. Still rookie
Will Levis?
contract though. Still rookie contract.
He could
No,
still
I
get it. He
know.
could still get it.
But by nature, Kirk has to be above Will Levis. Just based off salary space. Kirk's getting what, 45 million
Something like
per
that.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he's definitely above Levis.
Did anybody throw a tantrum this year?
Trey Pipkins on the Chargers, our right guard, ass.
Up there?
And he gets like 11 mil a year because he was supposed to be a tackle. So he, with value also factored in, yeah, no, he gets paid 12 million to play like a $1 million player. Yeah.
Oh, Alexander Madison, Zamir White, both on there.
Yeah. Oh, Madison especially.
Yeah, Madison for sure on that list.
There is a slight chance Marshawn Lattimore is making his way onto this list. You know, verdict's still out, but boy, did it not look great in Washington. He was getting picked on like a deer. Yeah. It was like the whoever offense against Chris Paul in the NBA. Just ball screen, give me Chris Paul. I'm yamming on his head.
Yeah, no,
I think it is.
Carr.
No,
It's definitely Deshaun.
Actually, Derek Carr's up there. Oh boy, I forgot. Gino's arguably up there, especially home Gino. Dude, Gino in Seattle. Oh my god.
If Eli Apple was still in the league, locker room can't
Chargers
get him in
P
there.
squad, not on the active roster. Chargers P squad. I'm just saying, Jim Harbaugh has just signed so many former Ohio State just busts like Sean Wade, Eli Apple.
He was like, this guy was good against me a couple of years ago.
No, literally, it's like, hey, he had like one really good play against me in 2016. Yeah, we'll take him.
Hot. But no, I just thought that'd be a fun little exercise. It's obviously Deshaun Watson.
It is,
but like
it is firmly,
without a doubt.
It is firmly Deshaun Watson. It would have been Danny Dimes, but he's technically on a 1 year, $1 million contract.
He's on a practice squad, like that minimum call up.
He doesn't count.
Can it be John Mara? Can it just be them for not re-signing Saquon? Like, can he just be the least valuable person?
Least valuable
owner, I guess, but
least valuable affiliate of the National Football League that influences direct game day results. Yes. Under that, yes.
What about Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Also, just the entirety of the Patriots offensive line. They all can be on that list.
Yeah, no, they can be. Yeah. I'd also say Christian Fulton's on that list. He's so bad at football. Oh my
Free agent though.
And if other NFL teams are smart, he will remain a free agent for next season. But yeah, I would say other than that with NFL, little college football, MLB update. The only thing I've seen recently is that Dodgers are now looking at Tim Hill, the funky lefty side
Grant, I have
armor.
breaking news.
Oh,
pertinent to this podcast really alone. Grant, we have a former Tulane Green Wave who is now headed to Washington as a quarterback. Grant, our favorite individual, Kai Horton, is heading to Washington.
Huskies. You know what? I like that. I think Washington is one of those programs that last year didn't end up looking too hot, but their whole staff got poached to Bama, essentially. Yeah. And they're replacing Steve Belichick. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Steve Belichick, Nepo baby. Look at what Steve Belichick did last year at Washington. You will be stunned to realize that last year's Washington defense was better than the Washington defense that made it to the national championship. Steve Belichick did that in year one. So I don't want to hear anything about Steve Belichick. He is a good coach. And like what he's going to do at North Carolina, like I do expect their defense to be very good because of Steve.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
He's a good coach. He's good. There are
Yeah.
other Nepo baby coaches like Jay Harbaugh, Jim's son, who was special teams. Yeah, I literally think now I'm not giving myself credit, but I made a TikTok talking about Harbaugh, Minter, everyone coming. And then I included like, he's also bringing Jay, which special teams might be awful, but sure, take Jay.
Special teams,
And
special
then within
plays, special
48 hours,
players.
Jay Harbaugh was relieved of his duties as Chargers special team coach.
Hey, maybe you had something to do with
I'm not saying I did it, but I'm saying I did it. So yeah.
it. um, yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I don't really know if you do. We can probably wrap the episode up here. It'll be a shorter one.
Yeah,
Um,
we can. I'll say the next two episodes after this are naturally going to be a little less content, just because there is no NFL this weekend. This is the
Pro Bowl.
first. You're right.
But we need to save some of the Pro Bowl content for next episode, where we're really going to talk why, you know, we have certain players making the Pro Bowl roster.
Yeah, I may
Um,
also have a breakdown on some flag football things.
oh,
I've got some I I've got some experience. I
okay.
am a one-time Pacific Basin League flag football champion, so I know a thing or two
Was
about
that the year I
blocking.
was there? Was that our team?
No,
Was that
this
the or is
no
you talking
this
the later
this is
leagues?
about 6 years 6 years
Later?
yonder from when
Okay,
you
yeah. Because
were there.
I will always say first play of that year, Grant. First play of that year, pick six. I only
That
went
is
downhill
correct.
from there. But everybody remembers
That
that
is
pick
correct.
six.
No,
Everybody remembers the
that
pick
is true.
six.
That is correct. Uh, but yeah, I'm just reading a lot of interesting. Some of the Michigan quotes I'm reading right now are just have me frothing at the mouth. Yeah,
You're not going
some
to
of the
share with
things
the class. You're just going to say,
I need to digest it because there's a lot to break down. But let's just say Sharon Moore had a quote while texting Connor Stallions, and he said, "quote I was just extremely angry of the type of person that would do that to this program and these kids. The do that Sharon Moore was referring to was a Michigan employee reporting to the NCAA that they had been cheating. So Sharon Moore, how dare that person report that Michigan was cheating and harm the students when Sharon, by you cheating, you harmed the students more than that person could have ever harmed them reporting the cheating. And that was Grant's TED talk. But yeah.
but with that, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, rate us 5 stars. You can find us on Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram at Waterboy Pod. You can follow me on Twitter at Everstakes and at Waterboy Grant. Post new episodes every week on YouTube and all podcast platforms, so make sure to check us out there. And we also post exclusive content on Instagram and on TikTok as well. I will say we have not posted TikTok or Instagram content lately. We are working on off-season wish lists as well as obvious other circumstances, but we will be getting back on track there soon. With that, we'll see you guys next episode. Waterboys out.